Hey y'all, Scott here. The Nintendo Switch presentation is about to go underway, and oh my, oh me, I am so utterly excited. I've been a fan of Nintendo the vast majority of my life. I play and collect their games, I read into their history, I stay up to date with everything the company does. I'm like, well, you would say, way into Nintendo. But recently, I've been very critical about the company. Frequently, it seems like they've been releasing games that just don't live up to the quality standard most Nintendo games boast. However, when the Switch was announced, I was gleefully excited, and I have been awaiting the moment Nintendo was going to pull back the curtains on their latest creations ever since. Because the Switch feels like a fresh start, a reboot for Nintendo. And this moment is nigh. In terms of predictions, I'm looking forward to seeing Nintendo exude mild embarrassment. Oh, and Pikmin! If Nintendo disappoints me, it's no biggie. I always have a bottle of Pepto-Bismol on standby just in case Nintendo makes me want to vomit my feelings out. Well, we might as well take a good pre-swig before everything goes downhill.
In North America, it will be $299.99.
After all the rumors of this thing being a smooth $250, Nintendo's expecting me to spend $300 on this pile of garbage? It's like Nintendo thinks I'm a sucker who will buy any one of their products at any price point. And that is Tatsumi Kimishima, the only man who your opinion of changes between every picture he's ever taken. Hey. The best way to describe him is, you know that one guy at a family reunion you don't really know but you kind of recognize? Yeah, he's president of Nintendo.
Today, I'd like to introduce you all to ARMS. ARMS is a fighting sports game that uses extendable arms to battle.
Finally, a game for me!
We will consider new games for Nintendo Switch, and we'll present them soon.
Hey, sup guys? Nintendo found me lurking in the bathroom and they wanted me to talk about the Switch. I don't have any games to show, but I like the Switch.
And so that matches with what we are expecting in a gaming development process. So this one game that I'm working on right now,
EA Sports FIFA on Nintendo Switch will be the most immersive, social, authentic sports game ever created for Nintendo players.
Hey, what's up, losers? You weeaboos like soccer?
When are we launching The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild?
それ聞くならね、もっといい人がいますよ。
Mr. Ayanuma, you're the producer for The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. You know everything about the game. Certainly you must know, when are we launching the game?
それはね、僕も知らないんですよ。東京会場の君島さんに伺ってみてください。
Well, I guess that settles it. There's nothing left for me to do but to throw it back to Tokyo. And Mr. Kimishima, do you have the answer to that question?
Shibata-san, Reggie-san, Miyamoto-san, and Aonuma-san, thank you very much. You've left me with a very important task, but I'll have to come back to your question in a second.
Nintendo thinks they're so slick by doing this whole, is it a launch title thing? Honestly, if it was like this, how big of a slap to the face would it be? So that was the Nintendo Switch presentation 2017 in a nutshell, and overall, it was alright. A handful of games got me pretty embarrassingly excited. Super Mario Odyssey is everything I wanted the next 3D Mario to be. I could do without the real people walking around, but other than that, sublime. That Zelda trailer at the end was literal perfection. The greatest trailer Nintendo has ever produced, bar none. Now, Nintendo usually blows at making trailers, but trust me, this is not only the greatest trailer Nintendo has ever released, but one of the best trailers I've seen in a long time. This is a trailer you show anyone who doesn't know what Breath of the Wild is. It tells you everything you may want to know before buying the game. The open world, coupled with the stunning vistas and art style, action, plot, emotion, it's the real deal. ARMS is honestly a pretty neat looking IP. I see a lot of people complaining that it's a full price retail game, but in its defense, we've barely seen anything from it. I still think there's a lot of ARMS we haven't seen. However, I think the name is dumb. The name ARMS is dumb. I think for a game as weird as ARMS, I think it deserves a more clever, unique, or just weirder title. Not something as broad as ARMS. I didn't give a piss about 1-2 Switch when it was first revealed, but the more I see it, the more I think it'll be a fun party game. Worth $50 though? It should have been a pack-in, honestly. Splatoon 2 is weird to me. It looks like the original just with more new everything. More new maps, weapons, modes. But Splatoon already kept adding more new elements all the time. The fact that Splatoon continually got new content kind of makes the sequel feel a bit weird to me, just because it feels like Splatoon 1.5 rather than a completely new game. But I really like Splatoon, and it looks like everything I initially wanted in a Splatoon port to the Switch is now being included in the sequel, and then some. So, I like the games Nintendo showed. Where did they go wrong? The third-party section was awful, to put it lightly. They could have saved everybody time by just showing a sizzle reel, interviewing developers on what they think of the Switch, and if they have any games in the pipeline for it. Instead, they slowly jumped from developer to developer. Some didn't even have a game to talk about. Overall, I would have preferred separate press conferences for each reason, just because the translation sometimes got a little funky and different regions could have focused on different things. If North America had their own press conference, for example, they could have revealed Mother 3 for the Switch, just because Mother 3 has been in Japan for 10 years. They wouldn't make a big deal about it being on the Switch during the Japanese press conference. But overall, I'd give the presentation on my patented 12-point scale a solid okay. But that's just what I thought about the presentation in general. What did I think of the Nintendo Switch itself? I'm a sucker.